let's talk about Godzilla Minus One. You had a chance to
Okay.
go watch this. What are some of your thoughts?
Okay. I thought it was this really great uh redemption story for the main character. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to kind of give like a quick synopsis of
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
was?
yeah.
Okay.
Real fast, real fast.
Real fast,
Spoiler warning,
19.
just okay, just to be safe.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll try to like not go too spoilers.
Perfect.
Years 1945. Kamikaze pilot uh deters from his task, doesn't kill himself for the war, runs into Godzilla multiple times. What I really like is that it's this like it feels like this not just the population is battling Godzilla. Yes, we do get Godzilla, old school Godzilla where he's the villain in a way.
Mhm.
Uh but it felt like this battle between this one individual and Godzilla because he keeps wrecking his life. Godzilla keeps wrecking his life. Um, so it came into the story of this guy being beat down, blamed for the war being lost because he didn't do his duties, to now being the hero for saving Tokyo. Um, yeah, I think it was Tokyo was the last spot in the very end. Basically saving his city against Godzilla. With the what I like about this, but besides like Shin Godzilla, was that Shin Godzilla was very government politics, what to kind of announce to keep people not in chaos mode. This one
Mhm.
was literally legit. Like, hey, the government's not going to help us out. We have a band of people that are going to come together and defeat
That's
Godzilla.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I like is visually is probably I some people might hate it, but I like the American Godzilla currently right now with Kong vs
Yeah, I
Godzilla.
do too.
There's
Yeah,
some
that's
things
fine.
that are different, obviously, longer arms, running, whatever. But I'm not gonna hate on it because I think it's pretty close to the original. This one, visually, I don't understand how this thing was on a $15 million budget and
Right.
just shitted on anything that we're seeing at Marvel or anything when it comes to visuals. This
Oh
Godzilla
man.
was beautiful. It wasn't overly detailed like the Shin Godzilla. That one was a little weird when it got to its final
Hmm.
form, with like long tail and too much like I don't know, weird textures all over him. This Godzilla was beautiful. It felt like an old school for the fact that they're in the middle of an ocean and Godzilla should be swimming, right? Or trying to look like he's swimming. He's just standing there. And I'm okay with that, actually.
That's
I'm
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
It gave some cool like images of scenes where you have boats surrounding him and he's just kind of like, hey, I'm floating, guys.
Yeah.
But where his even his sonic boom, that's just what I'm kind of calling it, whatever his
Yeah.
charge up.
Hmm.
Oh my god, the way they did that was so sweet. I'm gonna give a little scene, so it's a little spoiler. He
Yeah.
basically charged up, shoots at the city, but you get this like nuke. I don't know what you call it, like a
It's
after
his
effect
nuclear breath.
blast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, there you go. But like this after effect of like
Like the mushroom cloud boom.
yeah, well, yeah, but the blowout, right?
Right, right, right.
So there was one scene where that happened. It was all silent, and debris just like was hitting people and pushed everybody
Mm.
back. And I'm like, man, that looks so freaking good that they did that. It wasn't so focused on I don't know, just like the beam itself, but even more around
Yeah,
him.
but the
Yeah.
oh, I like that. So that's probably the big difference between America and the way the Japanese would want it is because the original Godzilla and this one are supposed to be about like the aftermath of the nuclear bombs being dropped on Hiroshima and
Yeah. Yeah.
so do you feel like that carried through in this movie?
So I did, if you know that. Okay. So they didn't pay like a crazy amount of story build up for why Godzilla's there or whatever the case.
Yeah.
It literally started semi post war because you kind of meet like baby Godzilla in the beginning.
Yeah.
Um or like post bomb, whatever, nuke.
Hmm.
Uh but I kind of like that. Okay, well, for the person that, yeah, I'm gonna backtrack. For the person that knows it, it's perfect for the fact that we didn't get basically a Peter Parker getting bit by a spider again, which is fine. Like
Nice. Oh, okay.
we
I
got that.
appreciate that.
Yeah. So it kind of just went right in with this one person's journey.
Yeah, but the fact that like America shows the beam is kind of like a good example of how they show the wave hitting the town. So you now are paying attention to the victims of Godzilla
Yeah,
more than
yeah,
Godzilla himself, which is how you save a lot of money in that budget, by the way. But
yeah,
also kind of refocuses this story on really the people that we should be sympathizing with, not kind of
yeah.
not. I mean, like, look, I love Godzilla, the American Godzilla as well. Like I've said it many times, it's fireworks. Fireworks are fun to watch. Um, but you shouldn't be really be rooting for Godzilla much.
I'm always rooting
I,
for Godzilla.
did Kong come and save Japan? I'm waiting for that to come in. Yeah, where's Kong's
Shit.
axe? But
Yeah.
yeah, or his glove he's got now. He's got an Infinity Gauntlet in this new one. Oh my god,
Oh
still
yeah,
gotta watch it.
I couldn't see like if that was the Kong thing or if that was like an enemy thing, because we just saw like the hand rise up from the ground, right?
Later on, when you see him running with the axe in one hand, he has the
Oh, he does
glove in
have
the
it.
other one. Which, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm still watching it because it's not
Oh
about
yeah,
like
I
that
love to
doesn't make
see.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, with this one, with the humans being humans versus Godzilla, I still like I don't want to say miss, but love like giant monsters fucking fighting each other, and that's what I
yeah,
want. So we fingers crossed that there's less humans in this next one, like
yeah.
unlike the
For
first
Godzilla
Godzilla and
minus
Kong.
one, you talking about?
No, so Kong vs
Okay.
Godzilla, I fucking hated the human stuff. Okay,
Oh yeah, I
like
see what you're saying.
over it. Like I just want to see monsters fight. Okay, so fingers
Yeah,
crossed that the next one's gonna be better because it looked like on the trailer was a lot of um monsters, animals, whatever, going to war.
yeah,
Now, I will say though, with Godzilla Minus One, it was the first time ever I actually cared about the humans.
see, that's cool.
So and that's nice because Millie Bobby Brown, I don't give a fuck what you're trying to do. Like,
Yeah, her story is
yeah,
so confusing in Godzilla. It doesn't really like nobody cares, is what I mean. I do like the
yeah.
Kong girl. I can't remember her name or anything like that. Like the girl that's
The
like
death
Kong
one,
sympathizes.
death
Her,
one, yeah,
yeah, she's cool.
yeah,
But I mean, honestly, like again, I just want to see Kaiju fight. Like that's all I care
yeah,
about,
yeah,
and just give me that.
yeah, exactly,
Um,
yeah.
I hope that Godzilla minus one continues its version of the stories as well,
Hmm.
and that we kind of return to the old school stuff. Because Mothra to me, growing up, was this cool like
Yeah,
he has a friend, and here he
yeah,
comes. It's like kind of a Power Ranger move,
yeah,
and so I wouldn't mind seeing that.
yeah. But yeah, no, overall,
Okay.
definitely highly recommended. I thought it was a great movie.
Let's throw a score out of that. You could do 1 out of 10. You could do a grade, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do so initially it was a 9 out of 10. I had no
Okay.
problems with it. Visually was great, story was great. The journey with this guy from being just a loser, defeated to being a hero now. And I think I'm honestly going to still give it 9 out of 10. And the only reason that is um it could have been sped up a little bit. It was a 2 hour movie, it's not very long, but
Yeah.
we could have like,
Moved
sped
along
up
a little
a little
faster.
bit of like, I get
Okay.
it, I get it kind of thing. So yeah, super high praise for this movie.